Hey guys, you're here with your boy Ed Knows, and in today's episode we're going to be talking about Attack on Titan Season 4 Episode 7. Oh my lord. Yes guys, that was crazy. Okay guys, so let's talk about what happened in that episode. There were so much things that happened in that episode. So guys, it starts off with the opening scene and we've got Levi there. So it kind of started with the ending of the last episode, and you know, when Levi came into the scene, which was insane. Oh my gosh, Levi, my homeboy Levi. You know guys, today I actually wore all black today just because it was that kind of episode, you know, that kind of episode that makes you run up on a person. Yeah, which was crazy, insane. And then the cart titan comes in and saves the draw titan, and then we've got Zeke coming. We got the beast titan who finally arrives as well. So we've got like all the enemies there. Kind of felt like that big showdown, you know, you've got all the big baddies there, and like it just brought so much excitement to me. And seeing Levi just jump into the scene, like with that opening just before the intro, and he jumps towards the beast titan, I was like, my guy Levi, yes Levi. And like that was just amazing. It was like finally we got to see all the powerhouses. We got to see kind of all the players in the game, minus Armin. We finally get to see them all gather in the place. It really was something. It gave me a lot of chills, and I'm sure it gave you guys chills as well. Another thing I really love with that kind of, well, with seeing Levi, you know, when he jumps towards the beast titan and he says, "Don't die on me." You know, it brought back the old memories from season 1. You know, when he had his original team, and you know, they were going after the female titan. And you know how, like, I won't forget the pain of when Levi saw all of his friends die. And like, you could tell that, you know, he still has that pain that drives him. So, you know, him saying those words just gave us a bit of a flashback of, you know, what happened in the previous Attack on Titans. So like, just seeing him jump into the scene in general, guys, my guy Levi, oh my gosh, it just brought so much joy, and I'm sure it gave you guys joy as well. Yeah, so after the intro, you know, we see Falco. He's still alive and he's inside of the beast titan's hands. Kind of what you know, I'm sure you all thought that Falco was still alive as well. I definitely did. And then we see that Reiner, he's in this kind of unconscious state, so he's not dead. Seems like he wants to be dead, but you know, he's not dead yet. And then you've got Falco worrying about him and then leaving the scene. So I kind of get this really big feeling that Falco, he's gonna, you know, he's got a big part to play in this story. In terms of what he's gonna be like doing, still have no clue, but I guess that's the beauty of it. Yeah, so the next scene where we have the Warhammer Titan, you know, still being held in Eren's hands, and you know, you've got Eren there trying to eat it. Obviously, you know, it's too like hard for him to eat. But what really kind of surprised me is the way that the Warhammer Titan can still control its powers, you know, even in that crystallized state. Okay, so going back to Armin, guys. So when Armin had transformed as well, and he's like looking over the town, like, and he looked massive first thing, and then you see him kind of look over the town, and you know, we can see a bit of sorrow there. So I mean, we're starting to see that, you know, they didn't really want to hurt the people, and you know, they still have that hurt from what happened to them. So it still shows that, you know, the guys were supporting. They still got the compassion, guys. They're not monsters yet. They're not monsters. But seeing Armin kind of feel and understand that, and he kind of talked about Berthold and how he felt, kind of really brought us back a bit as well, because you know, he still had, you know, they were friends with Berthold, for instance, and like the memories are still there, and it showed when he had you know, showed his compassion during that moment, which I think we needed to see, because we were just seeing destruction at that point. Okay guys, so we're going to talk about this next scene, and I say probably my most favourite scene inside of the episode, and it's when Eren was fighting the Jaw Titan, because first thing, that was crazy. Second thing, I mean, it showed us again how much Eren has mastered his powers. So when the Jaw Titan had attacked Eren, we see Eren, you know, he was quite surprised, like, oh, quite agile, more than I thought. Even Mikasa said so as well. And then we can see, you know, Eren's really reading the situations now, and he's but we also have that feeling like he's still got much more to show us. So when he said that, I was like, does he have more in his tank? Is he got more to show us? And then like when Mikasa had took out, well, Mikasa, when she took out the legs of the Jaw Titan while he was attacking Eren, and then we see Eren go in for the kill. Like he ripped his arm off, guys. That part was crazy. I mean, he literally with one arm like this just ripped his arm off. That was really, that part I thought was quite gory. Not gory, but insane. Like this like I said, this Eren is really a matured level 100. I'ma kill you, Eren. This ain't the same Eren that we knew before. But yeah, so we see Eren, you know, after he's like ripped off the arms of the Jaw Titan, we see him grab the jaw of we see him grab the jaw of the Jaw Titan, and then he starts to close it in on the Warhammer Titan. Now that scene, guys, was my favorite scene inside of the whole episode, because we can see Eren's face as well while he's doing that, and he definitely looked scary at that moment. I couldn't stop looking at his face because it looked like he wanted to eat that so badly. You know when you've got food in front of you and you've got dribble or something, and he wanted to eat that so badly from his, like, the way that they drew him in that moment. Mappa, you did a good job at that. Definitely. I really enjoyed that scene. And then the way he was crushing it, and we see the Jaw Titan, he's kind of begging for his life, and then he just crushes. I mean, can you imagine what it felt like to be the Hammer Titan at that point? Definitely must have felt insignificant. But yeah, we see him crush the Hammer Titan and start drinking the blood of the Hammer Titan, and that was, I think, a really dark scene. I mean, if you think about it, if you saw that in actual film of someone's being crushed with the head of someone else and then another person drinking their blood, if you told that to a friend, I think they'll probably think that you're insane. But yeah, I mean, going back to that scene, that scene really was dark, and I really loved that scene. But then we see, you know, Eren drink the blood, so now I'm thinking, you know, how soon does he get the Hammer Titan powers? Another question that, you know, was told to me as well, does this extend his lifespan as well? Or does he still have the same lifespan as before? So there's a lot of questions now of, you know, how the powers are transferred from one to another. We know it's from when they eat them, but yes, really kind of how quick or how soon do they kind of discover the powers. Okay guys, another scene that I really liked as well, just going back a bit, was that headshot with Sasha. I mean, Sasha was like one of my favorite characters from the previous seasons, and seeing her and like Jean and the others, but specifically that scene where she gets that headshot, that was sick. And then we see the guys kind of go in on the Cart Titan. The Cart Titan got destroyed. Did you see that face? Oh, after the Cart Titan got attacked. That was crazy. And you know what the face had actually reminded me of? I'm not sure if you guys have watched Parasite as well, but if you ever watch Parasite, kind of these alien kind of creatures, her face looked like one of them. Like just this like dysfunctional. Like, yeah, her face had just looked ugly, and she got taken out swiftly, guys. She got, I mean, after like her, like, and I think also what we noticed is the other people had mentioned that the Cart Titan has is the weakest of them all, and we can tell because you know, it's a lot smaller and more agile, so I guess it's weak in some areas. But yeah, that headshot that Sasha did, boom, 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 shoot her. Yeah, that was a sick shot, Sasha. I absolutely love that scene. Okay, guys, so towards the end, after we see, you know, all that's happened, and you know, Armin transform, then we see that kind of low flying balloon. I totally forgot what's called. I you know what those the flying balloons are called, drop the comment down below as well. But yeah, we see that kind of going and being guided by the lights, and then we see, you know, the other members of the team again. And you know, every time I see a new member of the, well, not a new member, but every time I see anyone from the previous seasons, it brings me joy. Honestly, it brings me so much joy, and I'm not sure if it brings the same joy for you guys, but every time I see them in the scene, it gets me really hyper, man. But yeah, we see them inside of the hot air balloon, and I'm not sure if you guys noticed, there was a black guy there as well. I mean, I didn't know they had black guys on the island. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, we see that kind of the balloon hover low, and what we've also noticed is, and like with Hanj there, and we've noticed that they've really been planning this all along. So they talk about, you know, their strategy of getting them out, so we could see they have an exit strategy as well. So I guess what they wanted to do was come in, you know, take out one of these other titans. But I mean, what they did during the whole process, I didn't think they kind of expected that destruction from like Armin's reactions, and also the reactions of like Mikasa and the others. Yeah, so where are we now, guys? So I guess finishing things off, we've got kind of what to expect. I definitely see that Falco and Gabby have a big part to play. So we've been following them from the start of the season, and now, you know, as things are starting to come to this close of this kind of war, you know, the questions in my mind is, you know, what part do Gabby and Falco have to play left? You know, if you guys got any ideas, drop some below. But me personally, I feel that Gabby, she's gonna, you know, she might take someone out. Hopefully not someone that we like. And then Falco, I feel like he's gonna kind of be that kind of bridge person, that person that, you know, will understand both sides, and then, you know, make a decision at some point, you know, to kind of help both sides, I guess. And then kind of closing that scene as well, we've got Reiner, who just comes out. You know, the thing with that Reiner scene, like he was ready to die from the beginning. I mean, he just wanted to like die. He wanted, you know, to sleep. But, you know, hearing the voices of Gabby and Falco, you know, it brought him back, and we've got him in that fighting position. You know what I really love with the kind of dynamics with, you know, the Armor Titan and also Eren's Titan, is that they fought each other before. And to my knowledge, well, I mean, from what we've seen, the way that Reiner fights, you know, it gives him more of an advantage against Eren, because most of the times that Eren has fought him in the past, or 2 times, like Eren's had support, and, you know, he has support now, but I feel that, you know, Reiner has a lot to show us. So I'm really curious, you know, how's Reiner gonna do in that fight? And another thing I feel as well is Reiner gonna change sides at some point? If you guys think so, definitely drop a comment. But yeah, guys, look out for the next video. Coming next week, gonna review the next episode. So if you guys did enjoy this video, definitely drop a like and subscribe. If you like anime content, subscribe to the channel. I've got more anime content coming out. So definitely stay tuned, guys, and Ed Knows out.